Welcome back to CKPG's Canada Day Special. For a time, it was the largest city north of San Francisco and west of Chicago. Barkerville was founded in 1862, just 5 years before Confederation. The town only lasted as long as the gold supply in Williams Creek, but its legacy lives on. It's a link to our history and the people who helped shape our region.
Well, I didn't end up in Barkerville. Barkerville ended up around me. I discovered gold in 1862 on the lower part of Williams Creek, and then when I came back the following year after spending the winter in Fort Victoria, there was a town here. So it was called Middleton at the time though, but that didn't last very long.
You've got a guy named Billy Barker and his company of gentleman miners, we like to say, who discover one of the largest creekside gold nugget deposits the world had ever seen. They were going down, they had to go down through 52 feet of gravel to get to the gold, but the gold layer was 30 feet thick. And people just started coming from all over the world, and Barkerville, the main boom was from 1862 to probably 1875.
I came all the way over here from England, and I was working as a gold miner in California. Made my way up here to British Columbia when word got out in 1858, gold on Fraser's River. Made my way up here to the Cariboo like everyone else did, and partnered up with Billy Barker on his Barker and Company claim. Gold mining is an interesting thing. Once you got the gold, you spend it quite quickly. Things up here are very expensive. Most of the things that came up here before 1865 had to be packed in on the backs of men, making the prices very expensive.
And sir, you're from?
Vancouver.
Vancouver as well. Some kind of economic depression going on. I'm not sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the mine owner, Mr. Smith Jones, a bit of a round of applause.
We are going to sell 3 of the last 8 remaining shares for just $6,000 apiece. We're going to raise a working capital of $18,000, reinvest in the underground workings, access the gold-bearing gravel, and begin to show a profit at the sheepskin claim once again. Well, the wheel itself, it goes back quite a number of years now. It was owned by my uncle previous, and we go back to the early 1860s, the actual sheepskin mining claim. The wheel was a new addition a few years later, and I acquired the wheel after my uncle passed away, of course, and we still feel pretty bad about that, but yeah. The flume's not unlike a Roman aqueduct. Indeed.
What kind of duct are you talking about?
No. You misheard me. No, it's an aqueduct. Aqueduct.
Yeah, that's something like a mouth.
What's the key to your partnership?
It's a mutual disrespect and dislike for each other. I think kind of epitomizes and charges our partnership.
And for once, Mr. Grimsby, I have to completely agree with you. I really do. Yes, I think he covered it.
Yeah.
Barkerville was the first place in Canada, in recorded history anyway, to celebrate what they called Dominion Day at the time, which we now know as Canada Day, on July 1st, 1868. So at 12:01 a.m., one of the local blacksmiths in town actually started what they call an Anvil Salute, where he put some black powder between two anvils that were stacked on top of each other. He was said to have struck the black powder with his hammer so hard that the spark ignited the powder and the anvils exploded, sending a sound like a rifle shot ricocheting through the valley here. And he reportedly did that 21 times to ensure everyone in town knew exactly what they were celebrating. And then later on in the day, they hosted a more family-friendly event. Now keep in mind, it's 1868, there aren't a lot of families here at that time. But it's a good old-fashioned way of celebrating a momentous occasion. If you can imagine that these streets are usually filled with between 1,000 and 2,000 people on Dominion Day. People are very proud to come to Barkerville on a day like that. And we start the day with a costumed parade, so all of our historical interpreters get together, some with drums, some with cymbals, many with just singing voices, and we sing God Save the Queen all the way up the street. People line the street and take photographs, some join in. Everyone is welcome, of course, which eventually brings us to the clearing in Barkerville, where Billy Barker's original mine shaft was, and our Chinese schoolhouse is there. But it's a very nice level playing field, so we can do things like broad jump and tug of war. And then in the evening at the House Hotel, we host a bluegrass dance. People come and there's some great different local acts that come and play, and we just dance the night away until the wee hours.
Thanks for joining us. Wishing you a happy Canada Day from all of us at CKPG.